Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Well, let's take a look at some stocks on the move today. I'm Tim Stanovec along with Carol Massar. We're joined by Bloomberg News equities reporter and deputy team leader for U.S. equities, Carmen Reinecke. A lot of companies reported in the after hours, and we're seeing some pretty pronounced moves in the market. What do you see?
Yeah, let's jump in. So the first one that I'm looking at is Lyft, ticker LYFT. So shares are down about 15% right now. So the company reported earnings that included a surprise $185 million operating loss in the fourth quarter. It also issued a disappointing earnings forecast for the start of the year. This is really just a sign that some of the global expansion and new product offerings that it's had it may weigh on profits in the short term. Also important to point out that it comes after sort of a mixed report from Uber last week. So we're really seeing shares fall off here, especially, and that surprise operating loss.
Any news on getting the City Bike docks shoveled?
I wish I had news on that. I do email like every time there's not a City Bike at my dock and it's not getting fixed.
Have you seen this?
I have, yeah.
So Lyft had a blog post last week. They said they would come out. They've gotten a lot of flack about this because like you go to a dock and it says it has like 12 bikes, but you can't access any of the bikes because they're like frozen in. They're frozen in. And per the guidelines that Lyft has, they're responsible for clearing the city bikes from snow. Yeah. They did say, I got a notice on my phone last week. They said they'd have it done by early this week. So
it's still early.
Tomorrow's
Wednesday. Then it's
too
midweek.
icy to be on a bike right now.
You'd be on a bike, wouldn't you?
I was able to find a bike in last week, but I only did it because the subways were down.
Rough.
Yeah,
it's been tough commuting. All right, from Lyft in the aftermarket down a lot, like 14%, I think it is, to Robinhood.
Yeah, so this one's also slipping down about 6% in after hours, ticker HOOD. So, I mean, this should come as no surprise. That big sell-off in crypto, the weakness that we saw in the fourth quarter impacted Robinhood's earnings. So their net income tumbled 34%. It's pretty big. And specifically, revenue from crypto trading dropped 38% to only $221 million, that after the rout in digital asset prices. So that's really what's weighing on the shares here. Also extending their slide from the beginning of the year. So it was down more than 24% from the start of the year at close today.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Interesting story, right? It's been on a tear for a while, and maybe.
I want to hear from them about
what do you want? Which part?
Prediction markets. As Neil Sipes from Bloomberg Intelligence said, a lot of their prediction markets are sports betting or sports predictions. I want to make sure I get the terminology right. So curious to hear from that company.
But they did
on the call.
They did the right. Didn't they buy majority stake Ledger X? Is that part of that or what?
No, that's
to
different.
Do that. That's different, right?
Yeah.
Like they really are kind of building out the business, right?
Sorry, that one. Oh, you're talking about the Susquehanna.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that does have to do with prediction markets. Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. Interesting. Sorry, we're just going through it too. There's a lot of moving parts. Let's go to Mattel.
Yeah, so Mattel, ticker MAT, the maker of Barbie and Hot Wheels. So there are actually a few things going on here. The stock is down a lot, 25% right now in after-hours trading. Big drop for shares of Mattel. So first of all, it did report earnings that fell below Wall Street expectations, kind of showing that the hopes of sort of a bump in sales around Christmas didn't happen.
Yeah.
But they also had news out that they're buying partner NetEase's stake in a joint venture to accelerate mobile gaming.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.